Welcome back to NC Bassin. Today I'm on Kerr Scott in Wilkesboro, a little 1,500 square acre lake. It's not big, but it's a little bit of an underrated lake. It's kind of a secret. I mean, the secret's starting to get out, but it used to have a bunch of 5 and 6 pounders caught. They still are, but it's getting a lot of pressure like all lakes around here. But there's some giants in here. It also has spotted bass, Kentucky spotted bass, but they did a study. A lot of them, their Alabama spots have gotten here and they're mixing with them. But there's also smallmouth in here, some big smallmouth. They're kind of rare, but you can catch. I've seen a guy caught a 5-pound smallmouth like a week ago. They're in here. There's not a ton of smallmouth though. There's definitely a ton of spots and a ton of 5-pound plus largemouth. But I'm here with Colby on his boat, and he fishes this lake all the time. He knows it like the back of his hand. He's caught some giants out of here. He said the fish are scattered though. He said it's been real tough lately, but I was going to come by myself. Luckily he invited me because he knows this lake way better than I do. The way the fishing's been on all the lakes, early fall is always tough for me. The fish get scattered and it's hard to find them, suspended. They don't all just move back to the creeks in one time, but the shad are working their way back. I'm hoping the water temperature is a little bit colder here, but it looks like it's 70 degrees. I mean, it's a little bit colder than normal and it was warm yesterday, so maybe they'll be biting good here. There's a big cold front coming in today. There's a good chance for rain, but it seems like the rain makes them bite. And when a big front's coming in, it usually makes a fish bite, but my hopes aren't too high. I've struggled at this lake a lot. If we catch 5 keepers, I'll be thrilled. Hopefully, I mean, who knows, if I call smallmouth, I'd be just so excited. I haven't caught smallmouth in forever, but hopefully they're biting. Let's see how it goes. There we go. Big old giant. Probably a little Kentucky spot, yep. First fish of the day, didn't take long. Shaky head. There we go. Little Kentucky spot probably. Way up here in the current, got red eyes. Ooh. Got one. Let him eat it this time, so it's got to be a spot. Little spot. On the minima jig. He actually bit it and kept a hold of it. See how they're more shaped like a football? This guy's been caught 5 times and he's way upriver. He's still getting caught. That is probably a Kentucky spot. Maybe a little bit of Alabama in him. Who knows? His tail's a little forked, so he's probably got a little Alabama in him. I ripped his head off. That's a little better. Not huge, another spot. Still no keepers. That Gerald Swindle hooks that right there. I'd still rather do that again. They're loaded. Oh, that might be a keeper. Is that a largemouth? Another spot. He's probably close to 14, but he probably still ain't 14. Same spot. Oh. He hit it like a real one. Top water. Another spot. Took one of his legs off his trailer and come back for it. That's a fatty. Further up I go, the fatter they get. They're all 13 inchers. 12, 13. Awesome. Spinnerbait fish. Spots everywhere. What spinnerbait is that? Cool. Man, my reel's messing up, but he ain't big. He may be a largemouth. No, he's not. I think he is. Yep, a little scrawny largemouth. All we need is a smallmouth now. Still no keepers, but we got a largemouth. Got closer to the mouth of the river. And guys, got us cut up side on the spook. Well guys, midday update. It's still cloudy, the rain's held off, the sun even came out for a minute, but we're working our way back down the main lake. We fished up in the river, that was fun, that was different. I've never really fished up a river that far, and a lot of current up there. I missed a few on the jig, but they were biting the jig. Now we're going back out towards the main lake. I mean, we're still in a different creek right now, but we're going towards the main lake. It's like 10:30, we still got a few hours. The cold front's coming in, so maybe that'll make them start biting, but there's not really no wind, but it's still nice and cloudy. I'm hoping I can get them on top waters. I got that one largemouth on the spook I forgot, but they should be biting the spook and the fluke and a square bill. I mean, it is fall. The water temperature's like 70 here, but they're still, we haven't found them grouped up or nothing yet. Hopefully we can figure them out. There's some big ones in here. Let's see how it goes. All the mud in the yakking just traps it at the dam. You live real close there, don't you? There we go. Oh, get out of there. Okay, he's not that big. I thought he was a giant. I let him swim with it too long on the jig. Little tiny spot. I thought that was a real fish for a second. This fish was hooked somewhere else. I hooked him in the nose and he had already. These fish are caught. A little tiny spot. Two boats back there casting it, and I can't even believe it. Oh, look at that. That was cool. He's tiny, but I watched him come out and eat it. Swimming the jig, and he just come up and nailed it. We are catching giants, guys. It's a pretty fish. Not very big, but look at that tail. See, that's more Kentucky. They got the round tail like a smallmouth. And Alabama's got the fork tail. You can actually count the scales to tell the difference, and those scales look kind of small, so he's probably got Alabama in him. But. Well guys, tough day. Just couldn't find any size. I mean, we got off the lake just before this big storm hit. I mean, it's coming down hard now, so we just got there just in time. It's like 1 o'clock. We just couldn't find a big fish. I mean, we tried. Luckily the rain held off all day. I mean, it rained for just a little bit when we first got there, and then it held off all day, but the fish weren't biting. A big cold front coming in. I thought pre-frontal, usually the fish bite good, but today it just wasn't happening. The Kerr Scott bites a little bit off. All the lakes bites a little bit off. That early fall transition is always really tough. We caught some fish. They were just tiny. I mean, we didn't catch a single keeper all day, but they're biting way better upriver. We went back down towards the main lake and didn't really catch them. I mean, we went way upriver, and that's where they were biting at. We should have spent more time back there probably, but last few weeks have been tough, like usual early fall, but the bite's going to pick up. I mean, these fish are going to actually group up together, and we'll be able to catch them. The shadow group up, and we'll be able to catch them, but I'm looking forward to that. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video.